friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and I'm psyched to have you here today because we are celebrating the end of summer and back to school season with a video dedicated to healthy vegan snack recipes, all of which are perfect for packing up and taking them with you on the go. What I'm even more excited about, aside from these delicious recipes, is that I am bringing this video to you in collaboration with one of my favorite companies, who is Thrive Market, and also one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Caitlin Shoemaker. She has a channel called From My Bowl, and if you guys aren't already familiar with it, it is amazing. Her recipes are so beautiful, her food is stunning, her food looks and tastes delicious, and it's also super simple and healthy. And of course, if I didn't already mention, it's also vegan. So for our collaboration today, we are both sharing 3 different snack recipes. So when you're done watching this video, hop on over to Caitlin's channel and you can see her 3 recipes. All of her info is in the description box below, her channel link, and also the link to her video. So you can go check those out when you're done watching these snack recipes. And of course, if you guys have watched any of my other collaboration videos with Thrive Market, I always share a special offer with you each month. So this month, for all new members, you get $60 off groceries, which is just such an amazing deal on top of the deals that you're gonna get from Thrive Market already. If you're already a Thrive Market member, which I'm sure many of you are because it's an amazing service and I talk about it all the time, but if you are already a member, this month you can get a free jar of almond butter, a 16-ounce jar. It's non-GMO, it's creamy, dreamy, so good. It's my favorite almond butter, and you guys can get it for free. So all of that info is in the description box below as well. And now let's just go ahead and dive into our recipes. So the first recipe we're gonna make is an energizing trail mix, and the ingredients we're gonna use are raw cashews, some golden berries, you could also use golden raisins, some goji berries, some pumpkin seeds, some pistachios, raw almonds, and chocolate chips. And we're basically just gonna combine all of these together. So you could use the same proportions and just use your own nut mix if you want, nut and fruit mix. So basically I'm using a cup of all of the different nuts and seeds, and then half a cup of the dried berries and a 1/4 cup of chocolate. So use that as your proportion guide and then swap in the nuts and seeds and dried fruit with whatever you like or whatever you have on hand. And then what I like to do is portion it out into small containers. So I use half a cup portions at a time. The little small mason jars are the perfect container for these. It fits exactly half a cup, but you could also put them in a larger mason jar like I did here, and that one holds a cup. And that's great to just keep in your office desk or keep in your backpack. And here is the finished trail mix. Again, you can make this your own by swapping in your own ingredients, but you are gonna love it. So our second recipe is a spinach hummus dip, and this is really simple to make. All we need is a can of chickpeas, a lemon, some tahini, some fresh spinach, garlic, and Italian seasoning, as well as some sea salt. And then I'm using these thin brown rice stackers that you can use as your vehicle for the spread. So basically, we are just gonna add all of the hummus ingredients directly into a food processor, and we're just gonna blend this up until it's completely smooth. And you can add some water or olive oil if you wanna make it even more creamy, but I definitely think that it's fine as is. It keeps it a little bit on the light side, but it's still super high in protein. And you might need to scrape down the sides a little bit as it's blending up, but you can just use your judgment. It depends on the type of food processor you have. So then once you're done, I just want to show you the texture. It's really thick. It is a little bit chunky, which is the texture that I personally like. So you could continue to blend it further if you would like it even more smooth. But it kind of looks like pesto, and I swear you can't taste the spinach at all. It just tastes like hummus. And then for serving, I love to use these thin rice cakes. I just feel like they make a perfect snack. They're really easy to carry with you on the go, and they aren't super filling, but they're just a great vehicle for the hummus. So I'm just gonna spread the hummus. I use about 2 tablespoons per cracker. And then for a little bit of added protein, I sprinkled on some hemp seeds and some black sesame seeds for crunch. And that's it. This is a great in-between lunch and dinner snack. It's really high in protein. It's got some healthy carbs, healthy fats, everything you need for energy. And our final recipe are my 5-ingredient quinoa granola bars. And the base of this is medjool dates, some quinoa flakes, which you can get on Thrive Market, some peanut butter or almond butter, maple syrup, and a little bit of water. And we are gonna start by pitting the dates and adding them into a food processor and then blending them up until they turn into a coarse meal. They are gonna be a little bit sticky, but they should still grind up and become coarse and kind of sandy. And then we're gonna add in the peanut butter and whiz this together until it starts to come together, and it will smooth out a little bit. And then you can stream in the maple syrup, and this is gonna kind of seize it up and make it turn into more of a dough. So just scrape down the sides as you need it and kind of separate that ball out so that you can get it totally blended and combined. And then you can add in your water and just pulse this together until it becomes smooth. And it's gonna look like a thick nut butter, and that's the texture that you want. And then we're gonna just add in our quinoa flakes, and we'll pulse that together until it turns back into a dough. So once you have your dough, you can just scoop it into a parchment-lined baking pan. I used an 8x8 square pan, and press it down with your hands until it's evenly distributed throughout the entire pan. And you're probably gonna wanna use wet hands to get this incredibly smooth on top because it is super sticky. So just wet your hands as needed, and then make sure that it's pressed firmly into the corners, kind of press down as firm as you can. And then we're just gonna pop this in the oven at 350 degrees for 25-ish minutes until it's nice and golden brown. And then you can remove it, let it cool completely before you slice it up, but then just slice it into squares or the shapes of granola bars, whatever you like. And here is the texture. So they're kind of cakey in a good way. They're kind of fluffy. They definitely hold together and stick together. They have a really nice peanut butter flavor. They're sweet from the dates and maple syrup, and they have that extra protein from the quinoa. And these are just a really great on-the-go snack. You don't have to worry about them falling apart in your bag. They taste awesome, and they're gonna keep at room temperature. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I can't wait to see which snack recipe you try first. Definitely share a photo with me on Instagram. You can tag @simplyquinoa or use the hashtag simplyquinoa. That just helps me easily find your photo and give you a little bit of love in return. And of course, now it's time to hop on over to Caitlin's channel and watch her delicious recipes. Her link to the video and her channel is in the description box below. You guys are gonna freak over her recipes. Those snacks that she made look insane, and I can't wait to see which ones you guys try. Of course, I also want to thank Thrive Market, not only for collaborating with us on this video, but also for bringing me and Caitlin together. It's a great match, and I think you guys are really gonna love her content. As I mentioned, there are some free offers from Thrive, so if you want to get more info on that, you can click the link that's in the description box below. I've outlined everything in the description box. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, you can do so by clicking that red button that's right below this video. I also would love a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!